Oh, what is up, T.O.Gs? You got green and trees blooming and allergies ravaging through Northern California. But it's been a while since I've recorded any videos. For you, there would have been no time that has passed because just me being me, I always have some videos ready to go. But if you follow the channel, you know that we had some bad news last month, some really tragic, just heartbreaking news. I won't go too much into detail. If you want to know more details, you can go to that video, and I have a link right up here for you guys to go check that out. It's been a few weeks. But I did mention in that video that we would get out on a kind of not necessarily memorial ride, but just definitely a ride as a tribute to my late and wonderful great father-in-law. We're just gonna call him Dad in this video because it's just gonna be easier to do it that way instead of saying father-in-law over and over. But you know, I wrestled with what bike to ride because we've got the Sportster back, and we've got Harley Davidson back on the channel, and we have the 1290 Super Duke R. You know, both great bikes, both bikes that I can, you know, we can go a little bit of distance on them and still be comfortable. So, you know, we're gonna treat this as this month's one take with that one guy. If you haven't watched the first episode, there'll be a link in the description for you guys to go check that out. But I was wrestling with which bike do I take? Which bike would be a nice tribute to my dad? And so I kept going back and forth. You know, if we're gonna go on a twisty ride, I definitely would rather take the KTM. But would my father-in-law rather me ride the Harley in his honor? And you know, I went back and forth. I know he was a big fan of technology and a big fan of innovation, but he was also very traditional in a lot of ways. And so we decided to go with the Sportster. Our ride isn't super twisty, so that's going to work out just fine. And we also wrestled with the destination because we brought along the family. Going to see them here. Say hi to the rest of the family here. So the destination, I wanted it to be a place that reminded me of my dad. And at the same time, I wanted it to be a nice trip, right? A place that we haven't been before on the channel, and so we're gonna knock that out. We skipped February's. I mean, and very, you know, there's for good reason we skipped February's one tank with that one guy. So here we are in March. We're gonna do this tribute ride. That's also gonna serve as the one tank with that one guy for March and February. And we're gonna go to Folsom Lake. Now, a lot of the good times that we shared with my wife's dad, who we're calling Dad here on this video, was on the beach. And it wasn't just, you know, we didn't go to a certain beach every time. One of the things that my wife said that my father-in-law loved to do was to go someplace that the kids wanted to go, where the kids would have fun. And so reached out to my daughters to see where they would want to go. They didn't have a real destination in mind, and so we chose Folsom Lake because we can take a bit of a scenic ride, and at the same time we can also go to a beach, which is also a memorial to my dad, and also go to a place we've never been, all the while being able to have fun. So join me here with my family. Well, my family's not here. We can't all fit here. We don't live in the Philippines or or in India, right? I'm sure you guys have seen those memes with like 8 people on a motorcycle. Yeah, we don't do that around these parts. So we're going for this ride. Big tribute to my late and very wonderful, loving father-in-law. Just thinking about him all this time. It's been just under a month since he passed, and not a day has gone by where our hearts don't break and we don't share some time in our house thinking about him. So this one's for you, Dad. Hope you can join us here on this sunny March afternoon. Little fun fact here. There's a little, I don't think it's a state park, but a little park over here that we went with my father-in-law to. And we spent the afternoon there and just had a great old time. You know, my wife and her brother and sisters, they didn't have a lot growing up. And so they look forward to times like a time like today where we're going out with my family. You know, we spent the day, I don't know if you can see it out here in this field where these trees are. And we threw the frisbee, we threw the football around. We just spent time together, and I think a lot of that gets lost nowadays. There's so many different things to do. You know, you look at this city like Sacramento, where there's a lot of things to do in the city, and that costs money, right? But to spend the day in a park and just be together, those times I think can get lost a lot of times, especially in today's atmosphere where there's just so many different things. You're getting bombarded by ads when you're on the internet, all these different things you can do, buy tickets to this, go to this concert, check out this event. But we just found so many little things to do with my wife and her family where we didn't have to spend any money. And today is going to be one of those days, and I think that's a really great tribute to him as well. You know, with in a world where there's so many things to do, you know, the pandemic restrictions are starting to be lifted a little bit here in California. But we're going to find a way to get out here and do something simple and something fun and something together. Get a little bit of the back view of historic Folsom. here we are. Okay, $24, not bad. That's for both vehicles. I guess we had to pay for both, so no worries. $24 for a day at the beach and to make some memories. I call that a cheap afternoon. Oh my gosh. And see, this is what I would have expected in downtown Folsom. Was kind of just a little empty parking lot-ish area. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is kind of what I love to see. It's just a bunch of nothing. Now the kite. Gotta remember that for next time. So, here we are at the beach. Wow, this is awesome. This is as far as we made it. It's just too far, and the people down there think it's their own private beach and they're blasting their music, so at least we can have a little peace here and just relax. So that's what we're doing. This is where we are. Say hi in your shadows. Say hi. Way down there, and there's the beach. Say goodbye. Wait, I only see two hands. Oh, right there's the third. What? Alright guys, the sun is setting here on this day at the beach. But we've had a good time here. Made some memories. And we're gonna head home before it gets too cold, because it still does get cold when the sun goes down. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up down there, which is the like button. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you're out there riding, please be safe. Be kind to one another. My name is Eric. I'm that one guy. And I am out.